Welcome to a special edition of Video Magazine. This month's edition breaks away from the format you've become accustomed to. We're going to introduce you to a part of Allen Bradley you may not know exists, and many of its members don't even know it exists, frankly. This part is tucked away in a corner of Building 1 at the Highland Heights complex. It is the part responsible for the way the Industrial Computer and Communications Group talks to and is seen by the outside world. It is commercial services. Let's take a walk and see what makes this dynamic department tick. Under the management of Rob Spademan, this little group of writers, artists, and propagandists make use of the state-of-the-art productivity tools that pump out technical product manuals, promotional brochures, ads, publicity, dumb scripts like the one I'm reading now, and our customers come to know Allen Bradley and its products by the quality of commercial services products. What's going on in there?
There's never any paper.
Let's continue down the aisle here. Please follow me. As you know, the soft business climate we're in right now has taken its toll on Allen Bradley's profit margin. The end result has been several rounds of layoffs.
Fast-growing international hair cosmetic company is seeking sales reps,
Prompting several people to search the want ads. But let's take a look at how it's affecting other people in the department.
Goodbye, cruel world!
No, please, don't do it! Don't do it! Let's head on down the aisle. Through it all, commercial services has served as a model of organizational efficiency and innovation to the rest of Allen Bradley under Mr. Spademan's management. No, commercial services wasn't spared the layoff axe, but the bloodletting in this department was, for the most part, has been done with style and grace, with a dash of psychology thrown in for flavor.
Buzz Davis, come on down. Okay, Vanna. Explain the rules to Buzzy.
Biff, this is your lucky day. You have been chosen at random to help keep Allen Bradley in the black. Let me explain the rules of the game. As a contestant on the Wheel of Misfortune, your fate is in your hands. You can either exit quickly and never look back, or take a chance at reassignment to the Communication Division in Ann Arbor as Debbie Howe's personal assistant. Which will it be, Biff?
Excellent choice.
Efficiency, innovation, and let's not forget creativity, the very soul of this group called commercial services. This quality is,
Wait a minute, Tom. I think we got something we need to talk about here. Come here, Chris. You're in on this, too.
What's the matter, Mike?
I've been looking at your script here. You know, you're dealing with a layoff issue. This is really sensitive. A lot of people are taking this pretty hard. I think you're crossing the line of good taste.
Yeah, but Mike, this is satire, and, good satire sometimes...
Wait a minute, Chris. You're still thinking like an intern. Yeah, our work's beginning to suffer because you guys aren't paying attention to it. For example, take a look at the latest news release that you wrote. I just happen to have a copy of it here. Headline, for example, Allen Bradley logs new successes in the pulp and paper industry. Branches out in an attempt to gain forest place in automated productivity marketplace. Okay, look at some of the copy. Supporters root, competitors pine, as J. Tracy O'Rourke takes the elm. Come on, you guys, let's wrap this thing up and get back to normal. We've spent too much time on this dumb skit already.
But Mike...
Come on.
Come on.
I don't want to hear it. Bob Evans is in. Layoffs are out. Besides, like I said, too much time on this dumb skit already.
Okay.
Tom, I've told you before, I'm not going to do that stupid hayseed again. I was miscast last year. I got too much class for associating with hogs. This year, I want to be somebody. I want to be the most powerful, the most talented, handsomest, most polished, and best-dressed executive in this company.
Oh, you
That's
mean
the role I want to play.
you mean you want to be Rob Spademan?
Oh, no, no, no. I want to be Bob Eisenbrown.
Oh.
Yeah, we've wasted enough time on this skit anyway. I'm not going to argue about it. We've spent 6 months, 200 man-hours, and 700 project authorization forms, and we still haven't got it done. Our work is beginning to suffer, Tom. Look at this. You sent this to the printer. I never even had a chance to look at it.
But Rob saw it, and frankly, that's the only artwork to come out of graphics this year that he actually liked.
Is that right? Well, it does kind of grow on you, and the headline does work well with the illustration. I guess it's okay.
Well, good.
But let's get back to work. Besides, I've got a rush project on a very tight schedule, and I guess it's time for another Wheel of Misfortune assignment. Uh-oh. Where's Martha?
Commercial services sets itself apart in many other ways. For example, Allen Bradley Total Quality Management System, TQMS, has commercial services to thank for its many successes so far. Partially because of TQMS, accuracy, clarity, and accountability are fast becoming synonymous with commercial services. Here to give us some examples of how TQMS works is Allen Bradley's newly appointed TQMS expert, Professor Irwin Corey.
New TQMS procedures are being implemented every day. Every day. Each separate paragraph in this monologue, for example, was researched and written by Marketing Communications Group, checked off by Mike Moore, initialed by Jerry Miller, rubber stamped by Rob Spademan, questioned by Gene Verrett, litigated by Dick Steinmetz, spray painted by Brad Ross, and finally approved, tentatively, in a special meeting of the entire PLC2 family user base in the state of New Jersey. And if things weren't difficult enough, now we've got another TQMS procedure, the Total Quality Matrimonial System. At least they didn't screw up the acronym. And our first assignment is a humdinger, you betcha. We're auditing Barry Jerob's fiance. Overall, Lynn did okay, Barry, so you don't have to worry. The results came back just the other day. We won't be insisting on a complete revise, but you probably have to redo her contents. Let's look at the specifics, okay? Okay. As far as Lynn being the ideal mate for Barry, Gene Verrett in the Corporate Quality Assurance Department feels that ideal is too strong. Instead, we're simply going to have to say that Lynn offers a variety of new features that can accommodate Barry's user needs. Next problem? Serious. It has been brought to our attention that Lynn is not NEMA rated, which compels us to initiate a battery of tests. Beginning next week, at her convenience, Lynn is to come in for a complete dusting and particulate contaminant spraying. Follow that, she'll be hosed down at 900 psi. To test shock and vibration, we're going to have to drop her on her head, to be followed immediately by a vigorous shaking at the hands of a starving Vista 2000 sales engineer. Finally, we're going to need to do a system throughput check to make sure that her I/O is in order. Our only other concern is that Barry forgot to have Dave Fordham sign off on Lynn. Make sure, Barry, that you give Dave a couple hours to look Lynn over before you guys go to press. And remember, Dave's a busy guy, so don't rush him. This is a total quality check. Other than that, just some miscellaneous problems. Lynn has 2 or 3 hairs that aren't completely red. Her glasses haven't corrected her distinctly Republican point of view. And finally, during a routine check of her distant past, we discovered that she once dated George Miller, which causes us to seriously question her system integrity. Back to you, Tom.
Efficiency, innovation, and let's not forget creativity, the very soul of this group called Commercial Services. This quality is rewarded handsomely with exclusive membership in the Pyramid of the Sun Club. It's not enough to just write a clear, concise product manual or to conceptualize and design a money-making sales promotion. No, these things are expected of commercial services people. Pyramid of the Sun members are cut above the ordinary. That's why only this type of person can aspire to membership in the solid, stable organization known as Commercial Services. We'll see you next time on Video Magazine.